Joe, a good 4 weeks, 4 wins, and those back-to-back home victories over Cov and Donny have put us in a really good place.
Yeah, good 4 weeks is some way to put it. But yeah, we've been through a couple of tough times as a group over the last couple of weeks and months. So to get a couple of results on the bounce has been really pleasing for us, and I'm really delighted for the lads to be able to get those results because they're working incredibly hard, and they have been even when we haven't come out on the right side of the results. So some really good individual performances and some good work from the pack. We're starting to see a couple of outcomes from our set piece, from our D, from our attack. Our game is starting to come together and come to fruition. So it's been really pleasing 4 weeks, and we're hoping that we can cap it off now with the last game in a round of 5.
And it's obviously helped propel us up the table, but there's still plenty of work to do to get to probably where we want to do. We'll talk about our opponents later on, but we need to use that as a bit of a springboard now, table-wise, don't we?
Yeah, we came out on the wrong side of some really close results, and obviously we've reviewed those and taken a lot of learnings from them, and we actually had to take those learnings into this game specifically. You know, that game against Donny got really close at the end, and you know, we haven't managed to convert a couple of those games over the season. So we really had to work hard for the end of that game. We really had to show that we've taken, you know, some really clear objective learnings. We know how to close out games now. And you can talk about game management and refereeing decisions and stuff, but that took a lot of character from the boys to come out on the right side of that one. And we imagine it's going to be something similar this week with the opposition that we're facing.
We look at selection then, and once more we count the cost of a bruising clash with Donny as Matt McNabb becomes the latest one to miss out. But a strong side once again, nonetheless. And Josh King and Ewan Price Thomas come in for starts, and Will Wrigglesford gets his shot on the bench as well.
Yeah, it's ironic. We actually thought we'd come out pretty unscathed at the end of the game, and then when you get into for your review day after in that week, you realise you've actually got a couple of bodies down. So look, the guys who are coming on, they're more than capable, and to be fair, have been pushing for starting places anyway, regardless of injury. So it's going to be a bit of pressure on them to perform now. But they're all hungry for their opportunity. They're all hungry for a start. And we know that the two guys can put their best foot forward. And Wriggles has been training really well. He's been patient. He's been waiting for his opportunity. And he's been a really good team player. So now he gets his chance to come in and play. So we know that we're comfortable using him at any part in the game. So look, there's a good continuity from the team that started against Donny other than those changes. So we've managed to retain quite a lot of the squad. And we're always comfortable bringing guys in, you know, based on how they train and the quality of their training. So I'm very pleased for them and hope they go well.
Ampthill, the hosts at the weekend then, as we touched on there, always a tough battle up there. First walk through the woods for yourself and many others. They'll be up for it probably in front of a decent crowd for their festive home fixture.
Yeah, everyone keeps telling me about the walk from the pitch to the club, so it'll be a different warm-up for us for sure. But look, we know that they pose threats and their team changes so much, so it's really hard for us to prepare for and really hard to know what we're going to face. But you know, they have an ability to turn it on the day. They can be really dogged. They can really tear into you, especially at set piece and stuff. So we know what we're expecting, and I'm sure they've had a couple of results that they feel could have gone another way as well. So look, there's no easy game in the champ, and especially when you know you've been on a block of 5 last game before the new year and you've had one day of training. So there's no such thing as an easy game in this league, and this is definitely a prime example of it. So we're going to have to work incredibly hard. Boys are going to have to be physical. They're going to have to be switched on mentally, and we're going to have to capitalise on opportunities, which, you know, we left a couple of behind us last week. We've got to make sure we don't leave too many behind us this week.
Just finally, our last game of the year before a bit of a break that we probably need for the bodies, but probably less so in terms of our current momentum. It's just about getting over the line again for us this weekend.
Yeah, I think there was a break earlier in the season that we needed because we had probably negative momentum. So now we're getting a break during positive momentum. And look, when it comes to our approach, we've got an opportunity to maybe review this block as a whole, see if there's anything that, you know, what has led to the positive change, what has led to, you know, the results that we've had, and how do we continue bringing that into the next block. And we're coming back into an incredibly difficult block, you know, Harpy away, Ealing away, 3 Prem Cup games. It's going to be a very tough, very physical, taxing block when we come back. So I think it'll be good for the boys to get a bit of a break, give them some time off, come back in, train for a week and prepare, and then we've really got to tear into that block from minute 1 and make sure that we don't have a slow start, because there's teams in there that will punish us if we don't come back in good shape.